That desire inside you, it's powerful. The drive to succeed, the hunger to achieve, the dream to have whatever you want. But here's the question nobody asks. Why don't more people get what they want? Is it luck? Is it talent? Or is it something else? The truth is this. Success is predictable. It's not luck. It's not magic. It's hard work, discipline, and clear action. If you want to get whatever you want, you must first understand one simple secret. It all starts with you, your mindset, your habits, your decisions. And once you grasp this, nothing can stop you. Today, we're going to explore how to unlock that secret, how to step into your power, how to take control of your life. Because the truth is, you can get whatever you want. If you're ready to learn the way, if you're ready to commit, then listen closely, because this is the moment that can change everything. Are you ready? Let's begin. There's a secret many people never learn, a secret that quietly separates the successful from the struggling. It's this. You don't get what you want by chance. You get it by choice. Now, that may sound simple, but it's powerful. Too many people wait. They hope. They wish for luck to strike. But luck is not the secret. Luck is for gamblers, not achievers. The secret is discipline. The secret is having a plan and following it. Day after day. Let me say it again. Success is predictable. It's not some magic trick. It's not a roll of the dice. It's not reserved for the lucky or the gifted. It's predictable because it follows laws. Laws that govern human behavior. And those laws begin with the way you think. Your thoughts shape your beliefs. Your beliefs shape your actions. Your actions produce your results. If you want to get whatever you want, you must first get your mind right. If your mind is scattered, distracted, and doubtful, your results will reflect that. But if your mind is focused, disciplined, and confident, your results will follow. Now, here's the hard truth. Most people never master their minds. They allow fear, distraction, and excuses to control them. They listen to the noise around them instead of the wisdom inside them. But you don't have to be most people. You can decide to control your mind, to direct your thoughts, to align your beliefs with your goals. When you do this, you unlock the first and most important step to getting whatever you want. Remember this. You become what you think about most. If you want success, start thinking like a successful person. If you want abundance, start believing abundance is possible. If you want greatness, begin seeing yourself as great. And then take the actions that support those beliefs. Because here is the undeniable truth. You cannot outperform your self-image. You will rise or fall based on the picture you hold of yourself in your mind. That's why it's critical to nourish your mind daily. Read good books. Surround yourself with positive influences. Guard your thoughts like a precious treasure. Your mind is the soil. Your thoughts are the seeds. Your actions are the harvest. Plant the right seeds. Tend to them carefully and watch what you can grow. This is the secret to getting what you want. It all starts here inside you. Because once your mind is aligned with your desires, the rest will follow naturally. So ask yourself today, are you ready to take control of your mind? Are you ready to think differently? Are you ready to live differently? If yes, then you are already on the path to getting whatever you want. Remember, it's not luck. It's not magic. It's the secret of choice, discipline, and focused action. And that secret, it's waiting for you to claim it. There's a wisdom, a quiet power, a power that most people overlook. It's this. Never let them know whatever you want. You might wonder why? Why hide your dreams? Why keep your goals to yourself? The answer is simple. The world is full of noise, full of distractions, full of opinions, and not all of those opinions are helpful. When you announce your dreams too early, when you share your plans with everyone, you risk inviting doubt, criticism, discouragement. People will tell you why it won't work, why you should be realistic, why you should settle for less. Even the people closest to you may not understand your vision. Their fear can become your fear. their doubts can seep into your mind. So, when it comes to your deepest desires, your biggest goals, there is strength in quiet confidence. Keep your dreams close to your heart. Work on them in silence. Let your actions speak louder than words. Remember, the world tends to believe what it sees, not what it hears. You want to get whatever you want? Then become the person who quietly builds, who steadily works, who patiently waits. Don't announce your plans before you have a plan. Because when you announce too soon, you invite unnecessary resistance. You see, success isn't a popularity contest. It's a private battle you fight with yourself. The stronger your silence, the sharper your focus. Let me explain further. When you openly share your goals, people form opinions. And those opinions often come from their own limitations, not yours. They may say, "You're aiming too high. That's unrealistic. Why not be practical?" But here's the truth. Your dreams don't need to be justified to anyone. Your dreams are yours to pursue, not theirs to judge. When you keep your goals private, you protect them from being crushed by negativity. You shield your energy. You conserve your focus. You preserve your motivation. Think about a seed planted in a garden. If it's exposed too soon, it can be trampled. But if it's nurtured quietly beneath the soil, it grows strong roots and eventually breaks through to the sunlight. Your goals are like that seed. There's another reason why silence is golden. When you keep your desires private, you reduce pressure. Sometimes, when you tell everyone your plans, you feel obligated to deliver immediately. You get caught in the trap of needing to explain or defend your progress. But life doesn't work that way. Success takes time. Patience is a critical ingredient. By working quietly, you allow yourself space to grow without the burden of expectations. You give yourself permission to fail, learn, and improve without the fear of public judgment. Now, this doesn't mean you should never share your goals. There's value in having a few trusted mentors or friends who truly support you. But even then, choose carefully who you share with. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table. Protect your dreams like precious treasures. Keep your inner circle small and strong, because the journey to getting whatever you want is not a social event. It's a commitment to yourself, to your vision, and to your growth. Let me remind you, action outperforms talk every time. Don't be the person who talks about what they want and never does anything about it. Be the person who quietly moves forward, who wakes up early while others sleep, who studies when others party, who works when others watch television. Your results will speak for themselves. And when you finally reveal what you've accomplished, people will be amazed. They'll see your success, not just your dreams. And that is the most powerful statement of all. So, the next time you feel tempted to broadcast your ambitions, pause. Ask yourself, is this the right time? Am I ready to face the doubts and distractions? Would it serve me better to focus quietly and act boldly? Remember, the greatest achievers in history didn't make a lot of noise about their plans. They made noise with their results. Be that person. Keep your goals close. Work hard in silence. And let your success make the noise. The power to get whatever you want depends not only on your desire, but on your discretion. Never let them know whatever you want too soon. Protect your dreams. Build your vision quietly. Because success respects those who respect the process. And the process often begins with silence. There is a quiet thief that steals our dreams. It's subtle. It's sneaky. And it hides behind one simple word: later. We tell ourselves, "I'll start tomorrow. I'll get to it next week. I just need a little more time." But here's the truth most people never admit. Later often becomes never. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes. The easier it is to talk yourself out of action. The more comfortable the excuse feels. But comfort doesn't build success. Comfort keeps you stuck. The moment you decide to delay your dreams, you give the thief more time to steal your future. Time is more valuable than money. You can get more money, but you cannot get more time. When you wait, you waste precious time. Time you can never get back. Think about this carefully. Every day you delay, you lose an opportunity to grow, to learn, to move closer to what you want. Sometimes the hardest step isn't the leap forward. It's the first step. You might feel overwhelmed, unready, unsure. But waiting for the perfect moment is a lie we tell ourselves. There is no perfect moment. There is only now. And the difference between those who get what they want and those who don't is often simply this. They started. They acted. They moved. They did the work, no matter how small the first step was. Here's something to reflect on. What's holding you back right now? Is it fear? Is it doubt? Is it a feeling that you need more preparation? Those feelings are normal. They are part of being human, but don't let them become your prison. Because the best way to overcome fear is to face it head on. The best way to gain confidence is to take action. The best way to build momentum is to start. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to be perfect. You only need to begin. When you do it now, you send a message to your mind and your spirit. I am serious. I am committed. I am ready. And that message fuels your progress. On the other hand, every time you push your goals to later, your mind grows more comfortable with procrastination. Procrastination is a habit, not an accident. It's a habit you can break, but only by doing. Start with the smallest task. Write down your goal. Take one step toward it today. Because the habit of action is the foundation of all success. Remember this, doing nothing guarantees you get nothing. But doing something, anything, creates possibility. It opens doors. It reveals new paths. It builds your confidence and courage. You are not defined by your fears or your doubts. You are defined by the choices you make in the face of them. Do it now. Don't let the thief of later rob you of your dreams. Let me share a secret many successful people know. The hardest part is often just starting. Once you start, momentum builds. The path becomes clearer. The next step gets easier. Don't wait for motivation to find you. Create it with action. Start today right now with whatever you have, even if it's imperfect, because the perfect moment will never come. Do it now and watch how your life begins to change. Remember this, your dreams are waiting, but they won't wait forever. Later is the enemy of success. Now is your ally. Take the first step today, no matter how small, no matter how unsure, because sometimes later becomes never, and you don't want that to be your story. There is a powerful truth about human nature we often overlook. We want ease. We want comfort. We want the path of least resistance. It's natural. It's wired into us. But life rarely presents success on a silver platter. Success usually comes dressed in hard work, persistence, and sacrifice. You must do it anyway, as long as it's easy. Now, that may sound confusing at first. How can you do something anyway only when it's easy? Isn't the hard work the real test? Yes, the hard work matters. But the journey to greatness starts with simple, easy steps. Let me share why this matters so much. Every big achievement begins with small beginnings. The first step in any journey is usually the easiest. When you find yourself with a chance to do something simple, whether it's writing down a goal, making a phone call, or dedicating 5 minutes to study, do it anyway. Don't wait until it becomes complicated or overwhelming. Don't wait until you feel perfectly ready. Because those small, easy steps are the foundation of progress. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day. Discipline starts small. It starts with the easy. It starts with the doable. Think about it like building a house. You don't start with the roof. You don't start by painting the walls. You start with a solid foundation, the simple, sometimes unseen work beneath the surface. Those early actions might seem easy, even insignificant, but they matter more than you realize. Because when you do the easy things consistently, you build a rhythm. You create momentum. And momentum, once started, is the fuel for tackling bigger challenges ahead. Now, here's the crucial part. Do it anyway. Even if you don't feel motivated, even if you're not inspired. When it's easy, yes, but also when it's not. Because habits form not from motivation alone, but from commitment. You don't wait to feel like exercising before you exercise. You don't wait for the perfect mood to read or work. You show up and do the work, especially when it feels easy to start, and even when it feels hard to continue. Let me tell you a story. A man who wanted to get in shape. He told himself he would start running, but only when the weather was perfect. Only when he had the right shoes. Only when he felt energized. Months passed, then years, and nothing changed. Why? Because he waited for the perfect moment that never came. On the other hand, those who start with simple, easy steps, like walking around the block, doing 10 push-ups, or stretching for 5 minutes, build the habit of action. That habit grows, it strengthens, and eventually, it carries them through the hard days. Here's another layer to this principle. Doing it when it's easy builds confidence. Confidence is the foundation of courage, and courage is the engine of progress. When you prove to yourself you can do the small, easy things, you begin to believe you can handle bigger challenges. You realize that the hard isn't as scary as you imagined. Because, after all, the biggest obstacle is often the story you tell yourself. I can't. It's too hard. I'm not ready. But when you start with what's easy, you silence those stories. You rewrite the script. You say, I can. I will. I am ready. Now, let's be clear. This isn't an excuse to only do the easy things, nor is it an invitation to stay comfortable forever. No, the truth is this. Doing it anyway, as long as it's easy, is your gateway drug to discipline, your training ground for endurance, your warm-up for greatness. It's how you build the muscles of commitment, and muscles that are trained on the easy tasks will be ready when the hard tasks arrive. The power of this principle shows in daily routines. Those who get what they want don't necessarily leap into massive actions every day. They show up, they do the simple, easy things, and they build a system of consistency. The best performers, the most successful people, they do what's easy, regularly, so when the times get tough, they're ready. Because the truth is, life will get tough. Challenges will arise. Doubt and fear will visit. But if you have built the habit of doing it anyway, you will keep moving forward. And here's another thought. Doing it anyway when it's easy also prevents procrastination. Procrastination often creeps in when we overcomplicate things. When we wait for motivation, inspiration, or perfect conditions. But starting with simple, easy steps removes the pressure. It makes progress approachable. It makes success feel possible. Even a 5-minute task completed today is worth more than a perfect plan delayed indefinitely. Remember, the greatest successes in life are rarely sudden. They are the sum of small choices made day after day. Choices to do the easy thing now instead of waiting. Choices to act rather than hesitate. Choices to honor your dreams by showing up consistently. That's how you move from wanting to having. From dreaming to achieving. So, as you move forward, remember this powerful lesson. Do it anyway, especially when it's easy. Don't wait for the hard days. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for perfection. Use the easy moments to build your momentum. Build your habits. Build your confidence. And when the hard days come, and they will, you'll be ready to break through. I want you to know, success is not about massive action alone. It's about consistent action. Consistent action that often begins with the simple, the small, and the easy. Do it anyway, because the road to whatever you want starts right here. In the easy steps you take today, there comes a time in every journey, no matter how big or small, when the initial excitement fades. The fire that once burned bright begins to flicker. The road feels longer. The obstacles feel heavier. And in those moments, it's easy to lose focus. It's easy to forget why you began in the first place. But here's the secret to pushing through. Remember why you started, because your why is the foundation of your commitment, your reason, your purpose. Without it, progress slows. Motivation wanes, and giving up becomes the tempting option. Think back to the moment you decided to change your life, the moment you first dared to dream, the moment you saw what was possible beyond your current reality. Maybe it was a desire for freedom, a wish to support your family, a longing to prove to yourself you could do better. Whatever it was, that reason matters. Hold it close. Carry it with you. Let it fuel your every step. When the why is strong enough, the how becomes easy. And that couldn't be truer. When your purpose is clear and powerful, You find strength in struggle. You find courage in challenge. You find resilience in resistance. Your why is your anchor in the storm. Remember, no journey is without difficulties. You will face setbacks. You will face criticism. You will face moments of doubt and fear. But those moments don't define you. Your commitment does. When you remember why you started, you reconnect with your passion. You reignite your determination. And you remind yourself that quitting is not an option. There's a powerful image in this. Imagine a runner in a marathon. At mile 20, exhausted, tempted to stop. She recalls why she began the race. Maybe it was for her children. Maybe it was to honor a promise to herself. Maybe it was to prove that she could endure. That memory fuels her last miles. It gives her the strength to push through pain and fatigue. It carries her to the finish line. Your journey is no different. So often, people start with energy and enthusiasm, but forget the deeper reason that set them in motion. They get caught in the daily grind. They focus on obstacles. They lose sight of the dream. If you want to get whatever you want in life, you must cultivate the habit of remembering your why. Write it down. Say it out loud. Think about it daily. Make it your compass. This is not just motivation, it's a practice. A practice that builds mental toughness. A practice that builds emotional resilience. A practice that builds unwavering focus. When the going gets tough, and it will, you will have your why to fall back on. And here's another truth. Your why can evolve. It can grow. It can deepen. That's okay. Sometimes you start for one reason, and along the way, you discover a bigger purpose. Embrace that growth. Let your why expand as you do. In the end, success is a journey of the heart as much as the mind. It's about staying connected to what matters most. It's about pushing beyond limits because you remember what you're fighting for. So, the next time you feel weary, frustrated, or tempted to quit, pause, take a deep breath. Remember why you started. Let that thought fill you with strength. Let it remind you that your dreams are worth fighting for, that you are capable of more than you realize, that giving up is never the answer. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. And to be better, you must stay committed to your purpose. Keep your why front and center, because it will carry you through every challenge, every setback, every doubt, and lead you to the success you desire. I want you to carry this thought with you. Your why is the most valuable asset you have. Protect it, nurture it, and remember it always. When you do, nothing can stop you from getting whatever you want. As we come to the close of this journey, I want you to pause and reflect on what you've heard. Remember, success is not an accident. It is a decision, a commitment, a way of life. You've learned how to get whatever you want, not by magic, not by luck, but by belief, discipline, and relentless action. Success is predictable. It's not luck, and it's not magic. It's hard work and discipline. These words ring true now more than ever. Think back to all the parts we discussed. Believing first, knowing the possibility starts within you. Discipline, the bridge that turns dreams into reality. Action, doing it now because later often becomes never. Doing the easy steps anyway, building momentum and confidence. And above all, remembering why you started the heart of your journey. This is the blueprint, the roadmap to a life where you don't just dream, but you achieve. But here's the key. Knowing these things is only the beginning. The real transformation happens when you live these principles every day. When you commit to the small actions, the daily disciplines, the consistent habits. When you refuse to let fear, doubt, or delay rob you of your future. That's where greatness is born. You must push yourself beyond limits, beyond what you think is possible. You must rise every time you fall. You must act boldly even if you feel unsure, because the world responds to those who dare. Those who step forward with courage and persistence. Those who do it anyway. Remember, the journey won't always be easy. There will be days when you want to quit. Days when the obstacles feel too great. Days when your dreams seem distant. In those moments, return to your why. Recall the reason you began this journey. Let it fuel your fire. Let it remind you that you are capable of so much more. 1% better every day. That's all it takes. One small step. One disciplined choice. One act of courage, day after day. The compound effect of those tiny improvements will change your life. And before you know it, you will look back and realize you are not the same person you once were. You have grown. You have achieved. You have succeeded. So, as you move forward from this moment, carry these words with you. Success is predictable. It's not luck. It's not magic. It's hard work and discipline. Make that your mantra. Make that your guide. And never stop pushing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for committing to yourself. The best is yet to come. Keep moving forward. Keep believing. Keep doing. Because you can get whatever you want, one step, one day, one choice at a time.